live in an accustomed city, far off to the one I grew up in, seemed like a nightmare to me, as well as to study in it. I imagined transferring to a prestigious university, then live in a dormitory as if I'm an independent college student you'd see on television screens. However, it went completely contrary to what I expected. I was only given one unfortunate choice, and that is to survive my senior high school years to a land I had no acquaintance with, except my family relatives. And oh boy, it was actually a fun roller coaster ride that I never expected. It all started when I entered the class of 12, Our Lady of Peace. I remember the first time I met all of them. I was a late enrollee, and so I skipped the first week of classes. They've already known each other, while me, I only know people from the previous school I enrolled to. Before entering our classroom, my heart wasn't racing, yet my mind was being flooded with possibilities of how my relationship with them is going to be. Will they accept me without discrimination, act hostile, or simply ignore? It all freeze when our advisor opened the door and introduced me to them. Their eyes were all focused on me. I couldn't identify what were they all thinking. Fortunately, when I found my own seat, I was welcomed by the owners of the chairs surrounded around me. My first day with them soon finished, and before it ended, I thank God I landed at this section. My section was easy to get along with. Everyone had their own personalities, which brought out the unique colors in them. They weren't perfect. They had their own flaws too, which would sometimes collide with one another. However, at the end of the day, the name of our section, Peace, would always perfectly fit our class. The first time we were challenged to partake in an intersection, our class was torn because of our own experiences that conflicted to one another. We were all determined to prove ourselves and express the brilliant ideas we have from each one of us. Soon, it became a huge pressure, and later on, we lowered the walls between us. We started building a tower together, which up until now is becoming sturdier and more unbeatable than ever. We were a Garden of Eden. Since our previous advisor was Mom Eden, the more trials we struggle and overcome with, the more we blossom into the fullest potential that we are. Our stems, similar to vines connected to one another, became more complex as the bond of our class grew as time went by. Parts of my unforgettable moments with my section are the ones when my classmates revealed their vulnerabilities and tears, especially from the male ones. Sharing the fragments of our lives, dark or light, wasn't difficult for us, for we tied to one another the essence of trust. In all honesty, I am in awe of how accepting and loving my classmates are when it comes to venting our problems to one another. They don't view you as a weakling, rather a strong one for being able to endure such circumstances. We laugh together, we also cry together, and that, I believe, reveals how solid is the connection we have for one another. Throughout my 2 years, I definitely learned a lot from my section. They reminded me that authentic love from people other than family exists. They also reminded me that kind-hearted people whose intentions are pure also still exist. I always thought I'd never experienced a class section as wholesome as Our Lady of Peace, but they proved me otherwise. They taught me how classmates should help one another through easy or tough times, how a section must work as one to fulfill achievements and achieve triumphs together, how each classmate possesses amazing characteristics that may actually assist and strengthen the weaknesses we have, how each fights and misunderstandings should never hinder a class from being back on having a happy relationship with one another, and how love can prevail and make our section to the one I'm now thankful for. Before I end this video, I also wish to express my appreciation to our teachers and advisors who did an extraordinary job of being the second parents for us. Aside from shaping us to become academically excellent students, they also instilled to us lessons that are beyond the four walls of our classroom. Our Lady of Peace wouldn't have been the same without all of you. To solve point and light, the barcada similar to the ones in movies I've always dreamt of having. Thank you so much for all the fantastic and special memories that I made with all of you. Thank you, for you all made me experience the absolute meaning of friendship that I've been longing for years. I am truly grateful for all of you consistently stayed by my side, especially on occasions life becomes unbearable for me. There is a quote of Mandy Hale that says, "Sometimes it takes a wrong turn to get you to the right place." 2 years ago, I considered my life in chaos when my plans went astray and disappeared. Presently, I don't think I'll ever regret meeting and being with my classmates on Our Lady of Peace. They are my second home, my second world, and my second family. I am beyond doubt fortunate to experience this class, and even if we all graduate, I swear, they will always have a special place in my heart.